Rerir, are you there? Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay. I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is, it must be big trouble.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sir Delogi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg. Surely only a fair fight could explain that.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible.
Lunatic. Roptatir, what brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veet doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for Efterveet, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Vedafenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Heroptatir more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedafenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedafenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
Hmm? You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedafenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedafenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed? You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim. This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Revir's past? Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. As well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource, we are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions such as these. This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Thelindis, did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, Thelindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins, no matter how long it takes.
everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rheindater will disarm the security. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time.
And the smell is abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity. This is dire. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedifalnir.
Ah, it's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vedifalnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you. But also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. but you are not one of them. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedifalnir. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Thelindis?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution? What's the answer?
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, that is the cruelest thing about fate.
I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to... You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why?
My voice. So, you hear it too? The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedifalnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if he'd discovered some monumental secret.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, for as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedifalnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose. Monsters? Is this Rheindarter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
The wind knows me.
Busted. Quietly now.
The Universitas. That reminds me of a rumor I once... Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever gonna activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help! Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me!
That sounded like an explosion. What other means does the king have at his disposal? And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger.
One with nature. It all adds up. No more lies.
Gotcha.
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
The wind knows me.
Busted.
It all adds up. No more lies. The mystery unravels. One with nature.
Gotcha. Busted.
Laid bare.
Monsters. At the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now? Oh no. It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons? Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week. I'm done for. Is anyone... Ah! Stay back! Please stay back! Please!
What's that?
Red Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Cylindus? No, don't do it! Cylindus! Cylindus!
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know why? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rarier, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Rarier. Rarier.
Lindis?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rarier? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. I will find you. And then... you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Phew. Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was Conria's fate. Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Never! How are you holding up? Feeling okay? She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarier's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy, as he said himself.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. However, I would not consider Rarier to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, nobody is safe.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nodcry in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time. Bravo.
Cool! So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over my head.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss! Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the Curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave? In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work. Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago. Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow...
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help.
Meaning, you're not
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine.
Oh, listen to you.
What?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you?
Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. I suggest everyone finds some... Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist, you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious.
Don't I have the...
If we can find a suitable time...
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. You have my word that... looks familiar. That's not a good sign.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour.
Oh.
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change?
What do you mean, loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this. Just pretend you saw nothing.
Hey, kid. Mind tell-
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
I've written a new song.
A new song, huh?
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again!
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. You wouldn't be spending all your time out searching for new water sources.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty, onto better things. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now, squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this, if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for my assistance in the desert.
So you're the academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us, and the fastest way to progress.
So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day, I swear I'm gonna lead us out of this place. We'll find somewhere new. Somewhere better.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dweller's weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note.
IlI, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. This is my second time writing to you. I assume I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It was a matter of survival. Praise the gods. You told me to write. I urgently. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and what a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell.
Ah, officer. Welcome. Well,
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take...
I don't...
She showed up here a few days ago and...
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special.
What about the rest?
Just the one. Correct.
So, no brother?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my...
All right, get over here. Sign your name. Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a...
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I think what you...
You see? Sharp at...
Because of where...
I'm sorry, Nefer. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check... If someone sent me a letter to the Academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there, probably sitting on a shelf. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly, I feel like I failed you. I'm supposed to be your teacher, but I haven't taught you anything.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me. It's not just the Academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful and leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful. This must be it. Let's take a look. A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a Core of 30 representative. This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient didn't care what the Core of 30 had to say about anything. Who was it addressed to? This one is addressed to the Immortal. Guided by the incense, we, in clinical terms, for example, this seems like something. Wait, the note says, This next one is addressed to a few words in recent, however, as well, education as grant. I do hope, and the sender. So this, whatever. I'm not exactly. I can't believe. I don't believe. Wait, could this be it?
Greetings, Halil. I don't know. In my tribe, the Shimti. This brings me to. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. To ensure my people's survival, I had no choice but to venture into Iyab and Unut territory in search of an alternate water source. The Iyab and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestry to Tulatala, we worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatively good relations with our fellow tribes up until now. I found a well belonging to the Iyab tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option, so I took some water to keep me and my tribe alive. My actions are certain to incur their wrath. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your help. I wonder if you could send an academia representative to meet with me. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert, and I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my daughter at the academia? She is a smart girl. I know she won't disappoint you.
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even remember the name Sinuhe. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction, like you were the most powerful chief in the whole desert. You liar. You lied about everything. You promised the world and delivered on none of it. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Despite your best efforts. Which makes you a pathetic liar. You weren't even any good at it. I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags. Where are you going?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal with it.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with, and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects. Don't use it all at once, all right?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it? But you said it's a rare and valuable commodity.
Yeah, about that. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this... It's not worth much. Keep it.
But Nefer...
All right, that's all for...
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador,
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region.
Huh. So...
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not?
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under IAB control is built on top of some ancient ruins. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well...
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say...
Don't get greedy, Iab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down everyone.
I assure you, Chief, that would not be in your law. You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to lie to you? We have more important things to worry about.
All right, I take your point. The Academe... In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration.
Gladly. I am part, so let's indulge in a few drinks together.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've...
What? Well, don't just stand there.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the IAB's military superiority.
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seized...
I don't think...
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal...
No! Please, Ambassador, that well is...
Glad to hear it.
If there is a traitor, I will
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've...
So, in summary, Ambassador...
The IAB are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert region. So let me ask you, Chief, if you were the Academia...
Kill them all, of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to be...
We have our own rules,
Right. Natural ally. Weren't the IAB your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. Let me be clear.
Say no.
Good. You see, Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing special at all. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke. I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place without all these people around. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. In this dog-eat-dog world, a chief needs to be tough to survive. But you couldn't do what had to be done. So I did it for you.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you
Yeah, but...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a sharp... So, anyway, that's enough. Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Halma, you tired?
Yes. If we can find somewhere to sit down, I could...
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or...
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trait...
Ah. Then I'm guessing...
I didn't know you were
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has something to do with King Deshret.
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's boss enough for ya.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity. But I know about Sethos, too.
What about him?
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it. Please, this is the thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take.
Uh-oh. I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this. I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but...
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't be possible.
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Iab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the academia, where some new information came to light. The Unut and the Iab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Iab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe. The final blow to the Iab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was... As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, this chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth, but I don't believe that's the full story. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any humans, full of secrets.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I gather the others. It's time to Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some... The Raker of Solnari, real name Rerir.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. No matter how much Rerir suffers, he becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, It is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerear's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate.
Miss Lauma? And
in the lore of the Frost Moon, the term Moon Gate is one I have heard before.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon god—
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can—
But there's more—
Yes, and right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Rahier of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been—
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or— This raises some interesting questions. That being said—
My pleasure, Mr.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just— when I think of the man—
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any—
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars—
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover.
That's very thoughtful.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to— Hey, is this a— nice room. Oh, I'm not coming in, though.
Why not? It's just a hotel room.
If it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look the part, but I'm technically a knight. Barge— Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some— Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for— It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a—
Honestly?
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up—
2 days? Holy—
That remains to be seen. You have some history with him, right? Great. All right. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you—
Oh, Paimon's dying.
All right. We felt a little uneasy.
Roping us in?
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know.
Sir Varka,
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated.
I see your point, yeah. To be clear,
I want to do everything within my power.
Well, that tracks, as in, most, of course.
Thank you, sir.
I should be the one.
This is...
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing, firstly, from the earliest known secondly, thirdly, turns out...
As someone who's...
Understood.
Well, everyone.
Plan approved. Okay!
The Frost Moon...
And the rest of you? No objections?
Wait!
Everyone says things they
A very...
This plan can only work.
We shall indeed. Also,
It's not often I get called dork, so... In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune.
the walls are thin here.
Okay, fine. Oh, it most certainly does not. We have a long said, Moms.
Okay.
It's a lucky charm that I finally got.
You're right.
You will?
I knew. It's a very...
Hey, don't be so pessimistic.
Dory! How are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think, Lord, don't forget. Ta-da! See? It's right here. Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it? No. Aha! Mage Alice, I passed this on to the Dendro Archon. Anyway, took him long enough. Marak delivered so knows. Surely, he could be. Or, either way. Huh? What does that look mean? Paimon's? Well, there are always gonna be times Alice has been and more than that. No, oh, that? Don't be thinking it was my priority. All right. I do say so, and that... Oh, and could you...
Traveler, Paimon.
Everything going smoothly?
Sort of. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures.
What?
That depends on your definition.
Harmless.
The wild hunt is an interesting phenomenon. Master griped a lot about the... I don't think it's a strain. Perhaps the... Oh, sorry. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rarier's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible. You could think of this as Rarier in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rayhir of Solnari either.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the 3 moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip. Durin and I will be heading off shortly.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
All right then. Stay safe.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grand Master Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear, but I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of Nodcry. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence, please follow his lead.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, I know my way around a battlefield. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
An impressive bounty.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainslev?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in this, but it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleif?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend? He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us? You see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. And even now, they still support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time, but I will seriously consider joining you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about whether you're willing to join us.
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's!
Not too long.
Are you nervous about...
Quite the opposite. When I was awakened, but after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is...
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first, because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine. Please.
Never! Over here!
Ino asked me to relay a message. She said Anetha will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Ino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chess set's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your position. Every ounce of strength we have.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
You're just dead meat.
Let me help you guys.
The moonlight betrays you. Move. The moonlight betrays you.
Go!
Hunt him down. Move. Close your eyes.
Can't hide the truth.
The moonlight betrays you.
Seek within.
Forest, protect us with one heart.
Move. Not a futile.
Be silent.
You poor lost lamb.
No more lies.
Observe. Close your eyes.
The moonlight betrays you.
It all adds up. The deception ends here. Time to go clean.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Do you see now? From here, when will it be as you foretold? Betrays you.
How unfortunate. No more lies.
Spirit is not welcome here.
Forest, Protect us.
Observe, the night cometh.
Bombs away!
By the frost moon of old.
No more love.
Futile.
Can I just
down?
Let's see what you're made of.
Be silent.
You poor lost left.
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
Pathetic.
Seek within.
For the everlasting forest.
Observe. Close your eyes. To dust.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
Futile.
It all falls into place.
The moonlight. Break your little game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first? Now, get out of my sight!
No!
Death is
We've been
within my
separated.
grasp!
You okay?
Never! Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before, knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Lala! Can you hear me?
Hold on, silence.
Voices are gone. At least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just stalling him. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
Destroyed. Reborn.
It all adds up. Seek within. It all falls into place. Can't hide the truth.
Go!
No more lies. The mystery unravels. It all falls into place.
I've got this. The shield's broken. I can't keep it up.
Don't push your luck. Time to come clean. It all adds up.
Wipe out!
The deception ends here. Can't hide the...
Water jet!
It all adds up. Let's see what you're made of. Seek within. Can't hide the truth.
Go! Bombs away!
Destroyed. And reborn.
It all adds up.
Do I run or to hide?
Can't hide the truth. The deception ends here. No more lies.
Wipe out!
thin. It all adds up. Time to come clean. It all falls into place. No more lies.
Bombs away!
Can't hide the truth. Time to come clean. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer, that means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his You have to hold on.
Never! Your eyes are bleeding.
And then,
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on.
any other tricks of yours, as entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarir.
Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid!
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rheindotter in our midst.
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but Someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
We won.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an incredible victory. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make, whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, your ability to even see. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. I'll send full details through you. My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory. A dark cloud has been lifted from the skies of Nodcry. All in this land will be grateful for what you have done.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their power, and since Nefer's eyes were injured...
Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage.
You're right. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kuthar share something like this with me.
Things are a little different now from how...
Friends.
How you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you...
I'm doing all right.
Phew! Well, that's good.
Glad to hear you didn't...
Well, it was... Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self.
Well,
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He also dropped off some medical if you're feeling up to it. We're here!
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect time!
How are you feeling today?
Much better.
Relieved to hear it.
Yep. We're...
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to
Traveler, Paimon. Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were
Yeah,
but...
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda?
Oh, sure! Coming! Did you hear that? You bet! Sure thing!
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. What else is left when everything you do? If you're worried about me, it's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. Oh, look at the Ibis King. He's never brought it up. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and his response was to take... Did he really think I'd fall? So that's enough. He's a prisoner. He lives in fear because it's preposterous. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you... Good. If you ask me, for example... So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like? Well, when you find yourself in a situation you can't control, if you understand what's at stake, very good.
Oh, wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, Paimon suddenly remembered something. After all that build-up,
Huh? Am I...
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. I must thank you for the device.
Why come and ask me?
I mostly...
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable and...
Huh?
Let's see.
Stop!
It's nothing to hide from.
How?
You're a curious case, but I'm afraid no matter how... You did it for Sumeru.
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends or business partners if I can help it. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. It was something I looked into. But after discussing things, the tech people handled the tech.
It's a pity that so few...
So? What's the...
But surely you have dreams of your...
You don't get it, dude. Just thinking of...
Thank you.
For...
And the pen.
Oh, that...
Seems like we've both...
Yeah.
so long.
That would be your mother.
Yeah. It's not like my sister can't help me now. Slowly, but sure.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me.
Well, that...
Oh, absolutely. You've got a lot go-
I appreciate...
Hey there. Looking for a drink or two? Or perhaps a drink? Or drink piece? Either way, I'd be happy to oblige.
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse...
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster.
What?
You played an sometimes.
Let's do a quick demo.
Thank you.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now?
Handling a drink's...
Paimon believes it to be totally out.
Don't worry.
To put it in this, when facing an enemy you have no hope of defeat. So, instead of looking for a way for this to work, for added security, the alchemical, that power.
What surprised, given his history with Rarier, he had every right to set this...
It must have been a...
Absolute. He was torn between... Anyway.
That's the only reason you're here.
Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends. I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you.
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that...
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold?
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door.
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it? We just wanted to... Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rayhir of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me, given how prepared I was.
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations.
You can ignore it. I doodle and other time trying to predict... Huh. Oh, who else?
Wait!
I mean, yep. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before I honored his... I mean...
So...
I just... Alain's... Not that there's... Anyway, while we're on... Alain Guillotin had two close buddies. Renee and Jacob. They were all quite... But beneath the front... Unfortunately, childhood would end. A mad dream. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve, and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even the next time they met, and although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream, but I'm told that what do you think of? Do you admire or do you Same difference. The only difference is, I don't like maybe I could anyway, that he managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not after that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of trends. I think that yet Alain's, once he realized, he quit working. He told me that I think that all, at the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former many years ago. And that is one when all the others saw. Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. They were young children, or maybe, but instead, do you think the desire to save one's... He gave no elaboration. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostic.